Hello again. Now that we made the basic of our project working, it's time to add the Firebase to our project. So if you go to the firebase.google.com, well, obviously I've already signed in and you should do the same. Then you will come to this page. You're going to add a project. Going to just give it a name. I'll just use best blog next.js. And I am going to choose the update the location to United Kingdom because I live here, and then I leave this one as it is. So I will keep this one and I'll keep this one, but they're not mandatory. We are going to work with the authentication database. At the moment we don't have any database. Let's just create a database. And because we're going to just do it for development, we're going to use test mode. So test mode means anyone can read and write. In a lock mode, they should be authenticated if they're going to write, probably, and if they're going to read, it's okay. So we're going to use test mode, enable, and it takes time to create it. There we go. We have the database, and if I right click here, we have real-time database. We add cloud fire. So let's just get into it. I am going just to create a blog just for demonstration. So let's just call it blogs. Our collection will be blogs. And we're going to create a field called, so there will be a user who created it, user ID. For now, I just put 123. And then there will be a title, which it will be a string. So let's say first let's call it hello. No, sorry. Let's call it hello next JS. And the other one is slug, which we are going to call it hello slug. Later on, we're going to generate slug. So from the title, we will have intro. So this is going to be an intro about next.js. We will have content, which is going to be a long text. So let's make it very long text. We're going to have created add, which in this case I'm going to use, we can use timestamp, but now because we're going to use another node package called moment, so I'm going to use number. So we're going to use the Unix timestamp there. So I'm going to use number, and then I'm going to leave it 1, 2, 3. Or let's just grab a timestamp, and we're going to paste it here. And I think this is it. Later on we can add other fields if we need. I'm going just to add it here. There we go, we have it. By adding that one, the Google will generate a unique identifier, or we can call it key or ID, for our document. So we can target everything with this document. So now we have one document in a blogs collection. Let's see how can we just read this one in our next.js project. So in order to find out our credentials, so we need to go to project overview. Good, project overview, we have this button. If you click here, this is all we need. Or otherwise, we can come here, project setting, and again, we have this button. So let's copy this one. I'll copy it. I'll go back to my project. In our project, I'm going to create a directory called lib with the not inside pages, just completely outside. Yes. And then inside lib, I'm going to create a file, database db.js. So we are going to add everything here. And we need to add a package called Firebase, npm install Firebase. And in the meanwhile, when it's installing, so we can just go and get rid of these things we don't need. So now we have a normal JavaScript file. I'm also going to just import the Firebase. So import Firebase from Firebase. This one is installing, so it should be there in a few seconds. So I'm going to just save it. The reason it's red because it is not done. And then these things are not going to change, so I'm going to change this one to const. And what else can we do? Probably that's it for now. We are going to wait. Okay, good. This one has been installed. And it is red. Import Firebase from, because I cannot type from. Good. There are some issues. We will come back to all of them. First thing first, we have all our credential and secret keys in our JavaScript file. So we need to use like a solution like .env files. So I am going to create .env file, and let's just copy all of them and paste them here. And what I'm going to do, just prefix all of them with the Firebase underscore, and then now that we have everything's ready, we need to start using them, because that's a .env file, and we should be able to use them here. And in order to have access to them, for example, for the API key, it should be process.env.firebase API key. And for the same for the rest. So I think first thing first, let's see if it works in our project. Then we're going to come back and use that one. So now we have the Firebase. We need to use and we should see if we can use this one. Now we're going to export default Firebase. So let's see if we can use it in our index page. And I'm going just here, going to import Firebase from, we need to go one step back, come to the lib, and then TV. So, and then I need to run our project. that was a mistake. I need to just npm run dev. Well, now we have an error, which means the Firebase initialize app is already exist. So we're just doing it every time, and we shouldn't do it if it's already initialized. So in order to fix this one, we need just to write a if around this one. If firebase.apps.length, if there is nothing here, then initialize it. Otherwise, we just need the firebase.app. I don't see any error, so I assume it is fixed now. Yes, it is fixed.